It broke for a second. That's okay, though. Hi, everybody. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. We've started. And now I can start recording, too, which is good. Okay. Well, it's been a minute, to say the very least. Hi, everybody. Not much has happened. Hi, everybody. So good to see you all tune in. I feel like it's been a while, hasn't it? I mean, the last post or whatever, last video live thing I did, that was a minute, wasn't it? Oh, I guess it was almost 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. Need to work on my live scheduling, but kind of what it is right now, but that's okay. But yeah, today we're going to play a game called the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I've heard great things. This is not an older game, but I think it's kind of past, kind of known. So that should be interesting. Before we get things going, I want to make sure this is high enough. I'm going to scream. Prepare your ears. I'm giving you 5 seconds. Ah! Okay. Sorry. I had to check the max output for that. Okay, that's good. I don't think this is a horror game, but I don't really know. I just need to make sure you guys can hear desktop audio well enough, because I know there's voice acting. I need to have that. So that should be good. We got some new things here, too, which is really cool, I think. So obviously you saw this screen, which I've marked as like my intro / transitional screen. So that should be fun, so that you guys don't have to just wait for me to be ready for this. I can actually start and have my background music playing, which is fun. And then also, we got this. Now, I know what you're thinking. And yes, I have my thumbnail artist make this. Hats off to Alep. Hats off. Very cute. Very awesome. I'm going to use this as either technical difficulties and also as my ending screen, which I hopefully will have actually, set up enough to where I can play the music on the dime, but probably not, because I'm not good at that. But that's okay. It looks great. I think it looks great. It's beautiful. She worked very hard on it. It was awesome. Let's see. What else? Is there anything new to this background? Don't mind my hair. You're not supposed to see that. Back there. Oh, there is. Hold on. I'll get there. Nope. This way. You see that? Exactly what my finger is touching. We have a daisy for the Donald over there. Yep. Very cool. What else? Oh, I got a Ninja Turtle Leo on top of the YouTube's figure over there. Very cool. That black. Hold on. That right there. That's a Harry Potter wand that I forgot to put on display a long time ago, but it's like a cool wand. I went to Ollivanders in frickin' Florida, Universal Studios, something, and the wand chose me. Chose the witch, the wizard, whatever. And yeah. I'm gonna take a minute and just ask, how are you guys doing? It's been a minute, so I want to know what's up with you guys before I start all of this willy-nilly, yay, hey, yo-ho nonsense. Let me see how you guys are doing. Before I start all this. I don't think it's a horror game, but I think it's like psychological, like thriller kind of deal. So I'm really excited for that. But we'll see. But yeah. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, like, I don't have anything else I have to work with, yeah. I think we go ahead and start this. Don't mind that. I say we go ahead and freaking start this. Vibes are high. Alright. Let's get this. Here we go. Let's see. I hope it's not like too bright or whatever, but I know my face cam kind of is, but that's okay. That's okay. Heck yeah. I don't think I should turn my lights off for this, but I don't really know. Let's see. Ooh, I knew there was going to be voice acting. I think we should have subtitles because, I mean, it can't hurt too much and might be a good idea. Yeah, let's do it in Dutch. No. Let's do it in English. Sounds good to me. Subtitles is a beautiful thing. Oh gosh, more questions. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? No, I haven't. Very excited. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Is that like just until I can see it? That's about to where it's barely visible for me. I'll put it up just a little bit. That's good. Oh gosh. Current time? I don't know. It's about to be... It's about to be 6:40. It's about to be 6:40 p.m. actually, but either way. I'm like waiting for the minute to change. Hold on. It changed. Confirm. Accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. What is this about to do to me? I hope the sound's good. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Before we start, I need you to know, I don't know if there's swears in this. There could be foul language that I'm not 100% sure I'll be editing this into a video, but if I do, I will edit those out. But as of right now, I'm not sure about the language. So if you're watching this live or are watching it after the live is done, be warned. Okay. That's all. Begin the game. I'm so excited. I've been cheesing like the whole day knowing I was going to play this junk.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, this is dope. I'm moving everything. Hold on.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427?
Employee number 427's job was simple.
Story
he sat
time.
at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Okay.
Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk,
Nice.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order.
Sounds boring,
This
but
is
alright.
what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And
Ooh.
although others might have considered it soul-rending,
Yeah.
Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
Average people in a
Though
9 to
he'd
5.
been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Actually, that's a pretty nice office.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change
I
Stanley.
love the accent.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Okay.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Wait. Oh, it just threw me in. Okay. So we've got a problem. No orders, and we're Stanley. Whoa, wait, I'm so fast. Oh. Okay. The walking's really weird. Can I crouch? Ooh, I can. I hate Mondays. Standard. Okay, hold on. We're gonna change one quick little thing. We're gonna turn that down. Let me see what 4 looks like. Okay. 427. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room. Well, this door's open. Ah, nothing like the eternal abyss in the morning. Beautiful. Is this a meeting room? Nope. Okay. Just follow the open doors, I guess. Man, a lot of people hate Mondays. Okay. Meeting room? No, but I wonder what that is.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's giving me an option right now. I'm already out of it.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Sorry.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Employee lounge, huh?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
What's this? Paper. Alright.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'm already kind of... I already don't know what to do. I should have picked a game that made me choose decisions.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Sorry. I'm gonna call you narrator. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Will cause death. Dang. That's a lot of money. Too bad I don't care.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be
There's a door
difficult,
over there.
but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
I'm
for
sorry.
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No buckets past this point. Okay. What an odd rule.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
What if I'm colorblind? I'll do what he says. I'll do what he says this one time, I guess.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Only a little bit.
You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
I'm going back.
We would both be so much happier if we just
What did you do?
stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here.
Did I already
Let me
lose?
show you.
What did he do?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Shouldn't have taken the left side. I mean the right side. I've been in the game 2 seconds and I'm already on the...
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Where am I?
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
I'm scared. It is really pretty, though. Just don't... It's gonna kill me, I'm scared.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Sorry.
Right. Where were we?
Okay, it is really beautiful, but I've got to continue the story, I'm sorry. New walls. Who's that? Beautiful picture.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Why do I feel like that's my objective now?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Goodbye, narrator.
No! Oh, thank God. No. No, no, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because I made the wrong choice.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for my God? Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I'm already sorry. And also, I like how we keep getting slower because of how many times we've fallen. I'm sorry, narrator.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
I don't know.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
I can't walk off here. I think that's the only choice I get to make, is to die now. I can't stay here forever. Decisions are hard. Is that the whole point of this game? I already, feel bad. I really do. This is already, game of the year for me. Granted, it's an old game of the year, but it's definitely up there. Do a flip!
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it?
It is.
I'm going back.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. Holy schizo. Wait, is that? No, that's not. No, it's not right, okay. I was like, I know it took the time down, but...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it be?
Dialogue
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, this time, let's do exactly what he says. Be my Valentine. Pink. That's different. Pink.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I didn't know I was going to be able to do that. I'll follow his orders this time. Holy God. I think that's what Kyle looks at when he says he uses light mode. Dark mode for life. Sheesh. Like, that, literally this. No thank you.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with the co- Oh, it's on auto flipping. I was like, wait, I can open it. Broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Why would they call it a broom closet if there was only one broom?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
I said I could jump. I can't jump.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet.
I got
He
an
wasn't even doing
achievement!
anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I can't jump. I guess. Alright.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Death room. I'm going up. Sorry for doubting you. They're all death rooms. What's up with this? A bathroom. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. So that's a lovely purse. Extreme bathrooms. Time magazine. Alright. Well, that was the executive bathroom. So happy. Lost my whole train of thought. Not the panda. Business strategy. I'm going in that later. No receptionist.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this.
Maybe.
What dark secret was being held from him?
Maybe.
What he could not have known
Can I
was
talk?
that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
Thanks, chump.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I'll wait.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Random
Stanley
buttons.
happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Well, that scared me, so. Oh my god, it was an elevator. No. Okay, loading. That's
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
peculiar.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest. as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now?
Where am I
when
going?
For years, it had never occurred to him. This question would not go unanswered for long.
Jeez. Let's calm down then, yeah?
Stanley walked straight
Oh my
ahead through the
gosh.
large door that read Mind Control Facility.
No.
Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
I don't like the way you said that. Let's go see what happens.
Nope, still on board with death?
Absolutely. My neck freaking hurts.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Thought he was going to say the door is now shut. How long is this
At this
hallway?
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I've gone too far. The end is never the end is never the... Oh, I'm still falling. Whoa.
As the machine whirred into motion, Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise. It reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
That's great.
He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Gee, thanks.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Yo, who said I accepted
Farewell,
that?
Stanley.
Whoa! Wait! Wait, we can talk about this!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Who are you?
As Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single
Give me
visceral
solid.
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body,
But I'm
killing
still-
him instantly.
Wait, what? Okay.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
How far back can I walk? Oh. Wall. Well, guess we're restarting. This is a odd game, to say the least. I like it. This is not my office.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
Is this an
Do
ending?
you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? No. Oh, 'cause I get it. I like 2 or 3. Wow. This is about to be some trippy junk. No. Thought they were gonna have some random cutscene. What? That's cool. Alien shooter. Isn't that my number? Huh. This is very odd. What is that? I suppose that's cool.
Anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you... Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room.
Hey, so how do I, undo whatever I just did? Sir? Wait, can I type on it? No, okay. That's the only thing I could see on how to get out of here. I think that was all credits. Okay!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. I'm gonna do everything he says this time, okay? Every single thing.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But I don't promise that, because if it's something, like, really fun...
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Room closet!
Stanley decided to go up. Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all.
I love the room
I'm just
closet.
going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.
I love this room!
Please take your time.
I love pretending I can jump. Alright, I'm done.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'll allow it. Okay. What was the code? Like 2487 or
Stepping
something?
into his manager's office,
2485?
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation.
How did you know?
But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to
there was an
input the
animation to
correct
that.
code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, I have to go on this thing. No! Now, I saw another level that I didn't recognize. There's a floor somewhere in here. Hold on. Oh, it makes me skip that, okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Fine. I wonder what I should do. Giant freaking button.
The lights rose on an
code?
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley
go.
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Absolutely not. And I can't go back. Oh. That just appeared out of nowhere. Do I have another button to press? I hope there aren't timed events. I can't do those. Like if I have to press all these buttons in an order or some
Now the
crap.
monitors jumped to life.
Fired!
Their true nature
Fired!
revealed. Each bore the number
that
of an
say?
employee in the building. Stanley's
That one was
co-workers.
blue.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley,
Is
one
that
of them,
Kaboom?
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant
Oh, wow.
nothing.
427, 427, 420. Hey, that's me. 427. It's my room. Interesting. Does it show anything else? No? Okay. Alright. Me go uppy?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe.
Too
it
horrible.
Be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
100%. I'm not doing this for free. Alright, up I go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life
Up we
in
go.
someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
Where do I get out?
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life
Whoa.
utterly blind
How high
to
are
the
we going?
world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled
God,
with
colors.
emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I want to hit all the buttons. Yeah, I don't know about all that, Chief, but I just want to hit the buttons. Here's 3. Oh. Oh, that's 5. Does anybody see 4? Is that 4? I can't get up there. Alright, lost cause. What's this? Alright. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in here, but there's another big door. There's no 4, so naturally, you just hit 5. Oh, is this a... Oh, it did say control facility, didn't it? Something crazy like that.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to
arm
everything
hurts.
it stood for.
Off. That was freaking loud. That was bloody horrifying. Am I gonna have to run? I'm not gonna have to run, am I? I'm like traumatized from horror games. Do I have to run?
Blackness
Oh,
and a rising chill of uncertainty.
uncertain.
Was it over?
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, I mess with this game
He
so
had
much.
won. He had defeated the machine.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Freedom was
I could be a
mere
voice actor.
moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Home, I don't
How
know.
had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Oh, that's fair.
For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been
Trees?
seeking,
They rendered
but
trees.
happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to
I
go,
mess with this so
what to do,
much.
or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
That's
It
pretty.
was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his
Actually
skin,
got to walk.
the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility
I'm
of
not
the
moving,
new
by the way.
path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I'm assuming that was the good ending. I would so love to do... Oh. I won. There's probably other endings, though. And that's why they started me again. It did say the end is never the end is never the end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so this time I'm going to do the exact opposite of whatever he says. The exact opposite.
When Stanley
right
came
door.
to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'll go up now.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm
I
not
wonder
your
if you can
enemy, really,
speedrun
I'm
this
not.
game.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
That's true.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
You?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Her? Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who is she?
She's been waiting.
Who's she? Okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Plug it out. Unplug.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
No.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another.
Interesting.
Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
That's fair.
I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't
He's
believe
tweaking.
it. Why did I not
What did I
noticed it
do?
sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
Whoa.
If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making.
Whoa,
or did you
what?
not grasp the severity of
Dude,
the
I'll plug it
situation?
back
Well, I
in.
won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real
He's
world.
just at school.
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
What?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real
This game
person.
is crazy.
But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Lord.
For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert
Rupert.
has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people.
That's great, Rupert.
Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic.
I see.
If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
I see.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
Okay.
Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Ow.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Whoa.
Most medical professionals recommend
Why are
making
we
at
getting
least
eaten by
8 choices
alligators?
per day.
8?
Do you make more than 8? Less?
I don't know.
And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
Yeah.
just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Thanks, man.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been.
I like how it's
This way,
solid blood.
please.
The door. Alright. Did they reverse the realm? Do I go back? What do I do now, though? Do I just...
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform
put
and dying.
gates up!
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Open
That
up!
story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I see. Fix that. Next update? Can I fit? They put fencing everywhere! Interesting. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Okay. Well, I've never been so confused in my life, but either way.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Good to know. Bro, he clocked me, but...
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would.
Got you.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I see.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I thought he was gonna say something.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh, I see.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Open the broom closet. Open. Come on. Open. You know? I think it's locked. Fine.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Bro. All your fault. What did you do?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Do I have to talk?
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Is he joshing?
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Bro, I'm
You
talking!
didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices.
I'm trying.
He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you
I'm outta
didn't
here.
want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me.
I'm not
Explain
blurring.
yourself, you coward. You behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the
narrator
task.
crashed
Just
out.
follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Does that mean it wants me to enter the right one now?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Trippy. Okay.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe
It's
after
okay.
everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For
I
what?
didn't do it.
What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
What?
I have to.
Whoa! Whoa! Stop! Whoa! Whoa, hey! Whoa, hey! Whoa, hey! Whoa, hey! Whoa, hey! Whoa, hey! Whoa, hey!
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish.
What did
With
you do?
You, who thought you were so clever.
What did you do?
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
What did you do?
It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
What did you do?
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
No!
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was
did
to
you
be
do?
like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He
I don't know how to get
understands that
here.
if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
What did you do?
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I am!
Oh, my story.
What's going on?
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard.
I already
on it.
did that.
I tried so hard to make... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This. What you look like? Random average Joe.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
The end.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
There's so many endings.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Wow. Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Bro, this voice actor is really
Time to
good.
make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all.
Sorry, Leroy?
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Wow. The end is never the end is never never the end.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But does that mean I can get that ending that was just happening? Is there somebody watching me now? I'm gonna wait. Because I just kind of want to see. If it immediately goes to sped upness, it's because nothing happened. Seems like a hard choice. Guys having a good Good Friday. I ate a burger for dinner. Friendly reminder to like and subscribe. I guess not. Doesn't work.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Why are they hating on my broom closet, bro?
Coming to a
I haven't
staircase,
gone down yet.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The absolute gates. It actually says something that I can't read, so that makes me kind of sad. Fire hose.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Can I get hit by a
He
car?
considered the possibility of facing his boss.
Can I get my
Admitting he had
car?
left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
No.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
No.
And as Stanley pondered this,
Okay.
he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
You know, I noticed
Why
that in a
did
different
doors
game.
close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue.
And what
he
was
just
that?
hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
All a dream?
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I don't believe you.
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, I'm floating. I'm
Then
floating.
he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun,
Oh, I'm
and Stanley
tweaking.
marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
How
And then
are you-
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
And
One
that
he
was-
was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why
Music?
is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Yes, I did.
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
My head hurts.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Are we sure?
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely,
you're yelling.
surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
Oh
up.
my gosh, the screen's actually
He
turning off.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin,
I don't know
the
where
press
I'm
of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Still allergic in the real
I'm
world.
through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
I want to be free.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Do miss the wife.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always
It's
been.
terrible.
My life is normal.
Is it?
I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I don't
I
like it.
am okay.
Thank you. Guys, it's the exact same.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office.
I am real.
Please, just someone tell me
I'm real.
I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Michael! Michael!
And everything went black.
What? Oh. Over here.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Oh, I get to be
Mariella
female!
woke up on a day like any other.
Oh, yes.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Outdoors?
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Oh, I was
and then
schizophrenic.
collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Fire.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Yeah, the
Then
dead
she
man on the
remembered meeting
sidewalk
she had
always makes me
scheduled
feel
for that
better.
Day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
She didn't run. I didn't see her run. The end is never the end is never the end. Oh my god. Does this game actually have an ending?
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself.
That's fair.
Minutes? Days?
Centuries?
Did something
Something
crucial
happened
happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
There was
and
one
Stanley
other
knew
ending
it
I didn't
perfectly
do.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There's one ending I didn't do.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
I saw.
But
This
eager
one.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I've never taken this door, which means there's
And so
probably
he
more
detoured
things.
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I knew there was going to be another ending to come of this. Unless this is the same thing as the other side.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
Correct.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
That one didn't even let me click it. He doesn't sound sure.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
I knew it. Let's put that back.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
I got you. It's okay. Take your time.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes. I've got it now. This
Yeah?
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I'm going to get hit by this truck. Guess not.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Not looking.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
What?
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Dude.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change?
This one's
Stanley,
blocked off.
did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
It's your fault.
It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
What? You're kidding. Are there 6? Well, really 4. I want this one. Sir, I want this side. Oh.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. I think my brain's misfiring. Bruh.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Still can't open doors.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
That's how I'm at.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all.
Narrator.
Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
I don't want it!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
No!
Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Yeah, I don't want a cheap ending.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Hey.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Give me a door!
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You're killing me again. Wow.
All right, I've got a solution.
All right.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Never been over here before.
You see? The line knows where the story is.
We're
It's
clever.
over in this direction.
Question mark?
Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
All right.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence,
Sir?
right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit
Trying
of
to follow
music to
this thing.
lighten the mood.
God. It's kind of fire. Whoa. This is crazy. And loud.
Wait, cut the music.
Thank you.
Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay, I've committed it to memory.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this... Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you,
Sir.
after everything we've been through...
I want to know what that blue one is
over
over
there. I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Again?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Trademark it.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting,
Thank
daring,
you.
mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Sure. Good with me. Making up your own stories is fun.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
Very.
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a
Absolutely.
new story. Well, it could be anything.
Could be.
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay. My nose itches.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Okay.
No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Why do I feel like I'm gonna get jumped by the line?
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Choices
From
are
here,
hard.
The story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination
He gave me arrows.
corresponds
I'm
with
sorry
that
for anybody who gets
counter-inverted
dizzy. I'm losing
reverse
my mind.
door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's
Whoa.
really how all this goes? It's all
What?
determined?
Bookstore.
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
This
wall. Well, who consulted
consulted
me?
me?
Why don't I get to decide?
I don't know.
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
I see why it's called the
whatever it is
confusion
that made
ending.
this schedule?
I'm losing my
How
mind.
would we even know?
The end is
someone
never
come
the
first?
end. The end
Will
is
something
never
happen?
the end. The end is never the end. The end is never
So,
the end. Is never the
okay.
end.
I guess we should just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind
Dude, I'm
of
allergic to
story.
this
Wouldn't
story.
you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
I'm losing
So
my
I
mind.
hope that's where we are.
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh!
We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Eventually.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Oh my god. It's like having a heart attack.
all of his co-workers...
No. I need a minute. I need a minute. Oh my god. My allergies have been going crazy. And Stanley,
gone. What could it mean?
narrator.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah, man. 100.
Oh, New content? What does that mean, new content?
Means new content, brother. Hey, now wait a second here.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Who are you? Whoa.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
I didn't know that.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
That's so cool, man.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the
They did a
world
great
over.
job with this. This is like beautiful artly done.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in
New
the
content!
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
I get to see new stuff? Shoot, okay.
Okay, so far it's an elevator.
That's
Nothing
okay.
special yet,
That's okay.
but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I believe you. Sorry for that voice crack. I believe you. 100%.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long
I thought my
last,
computer
it's on to
froze.
the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
We've got this.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
He's impatient.
Mostly tedious. It's as if oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the
Yeah.
content, Stanley.
Oh, behind?
All right. Let's see. It's the jump circle.
This is the best addition I've ever seen in my life to a game. Thank you. This is beautiful, man. That was beautiful. Aww.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
It was a beautiful 30 seconds.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
That's
it's
okay.
just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yep.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
A whiteboard?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
If only he knew it was called X.
I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations.
It's okay, man.
If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills,
No
gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Do I get a choice? No? Okay. I'm alright with it. Sir? Yeah?
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! in the vent. I want to show you something.
What does that say? Coffee nut. Alright. Oh. Thought I was gonna get to walk some more in the vent. Oh, I do. Very nice.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
How did
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
I want these devs to make an outdoor game.
Like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I want the devs to make an outdoor game. This is freaking so cool. Got the basket.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how
Steam
wonderful
page.
Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013?
No,
when
I
the
was
game
3 years
originally
old.
launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Our first dollar. They got a mixtape? That's cool. Don't play for 5 years? Gotta get that achievement. Alright. That's so cool. He made it for the hamster? That's beautiful, man. Enough for me.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now
Not you naming games.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Is that... Bro, that's the first house. That is nostalgia. It's not even the right game, though. Can't go into maintenance. Buttons. Difficult. Figurines. Oh, wow.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh no.
Reviews.
God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Funny.
I'm not trying to be funny.
Whoa.
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Interesting. We didn't know it could rain here.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
No.
You can
never
tell
that.
me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can.
You're not.
Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record.
Unimpeachable.
I feel like a failure.
No.
Like I let these people down.
I think
Perhaps
it's
the
beautiful.
Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one
I
got to
quite like
say?
your game.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a
really
skip
cool.
button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can...
Hold on. Minor error. Hold on. Hold on. Something broke. How long has this been filming for? I need that recording. What is this? This... Ooh. Hold on, I don't know what to do. I either kill the kiosk recording. I either kill the kiosk recording or I kill this one. They're both too large. Not good. Well, truth be told, I don't even know what this is. So we're gonna delete that. And just pretend like that didn't happen. Okay, we fixed it. No, I didn't. Gosh dang it, dude. Bruh. Why is it being like this? I guess this will just be a live then. Yeah. Because this is a lot. This will just be a live. That's okay. This was just a special anyways. That's fine. Okay. Anyways.
Strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley.
Anything.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
That's fine. Alright. This was just a live special. If you don't want to miss these when they're actually happening, turn on your notification bell. A button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
Gotcha.
It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm... Oh,
Narrator.
you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait. How do we get out of here? Where did... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
12 hours.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked. Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
Hi.
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
I'm
But
scared.
it isn't, Stanley.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
it's
it's
you.
you.
You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
The plant
Have you ever
dead.
sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with,
I can't skip. He's not talking. Fire alarm?
but they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us.
Did I just hear water? No talking again. I know I hear that. Yeah. There's water now. Interesting.
The end is never the end, 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 is never...
I thought this wasn't a horror game. I'm scared. Good night. Sunlight. How long have I? Acorns. Oh. Back to despair and misery. Yeah, I'm good. That's a crazy pop-up ad right now. Can I get out? I don't... No way they rendered in all of this. They wouldn't have rendered all of this in. Right? How far do I get to walk? Yeah, I knew that junk was